Welcome back. Today, we're embarking on a dream journey through Iceland, one of the most breathtaking places on Earth. This isn't just a trip, it's a photographic pilgrimage to capture the raw, untamed beauty of nature. We'll explore 5 iconic locations: Media Group, Skogafoss or Seljalandsfoss Waterfall, Jökulsarlon, Glacier Lagoon with floating icebergs at its stock at distribute_equally, thundering waterfalls, glittering iceberg lagoons. If you love travel, photography, or just epic landscapes, you're in the right place. My gear's packed, the adventure is calling, and I want you right here with me for every moment. The land of fire and ice awaits. Let's go. Our first stop, Seljalandsfoss. This iconic waterfall is one of Iceland's most beloved natural wonders, and as we approach, the anticipation builds. The sound of rushing water grows louder, echoing across the open plains, drawing us closer with every step. Standing here, you're hit by the roar and mist of a 60-meter waterfall. The sheer force of the water is mesmerizing, and the air is thick with spray, leaving your skin tingling and your senses wide awake. What makes this place unique? You can walk behind the falls, surrounded by a shimmering curtain of water. It's like stepping into another world, where the outside noise fades and all you hear is the thunder of the cascade. The path is slippery, the spray relentless, but the perspective is unreal. Every step behind the falls reveals new angles, new textures, and a sense of adventure that's hard to match. As the sun sets, golden light filters through the water, turning the scene ethereal. The entire landscape glows, and the falls themselves seem to shimmer with a magical energy. Photographing here is a challenge, protecting your camera from the spray, balancing light and shadow, but the reward is pure magic. Every shot is a test of patience and creativity, as you try to capture the ever-changing light and movement. I'm shooting wide to capture the cavern and falls, then tighter to focus on the glowing droplets and mossy rocks. The details here are incredible: tiny beads of water clinging to the green moss, the play of sunlight on the wet stones. The landscape beyond the falls is framed perfectly, like a living painting. From behind the curtain of water, the Icelandic plains stretch out vast and wild, with the sky painted in pastel hues. Every detail here feels alive. The constant movement of water, the cool touch of the rocks, the fresh scent of earth and rain. It's a sensory experience that goes far beyond just the visual. Every shot is a dance with the elements, waiting for the right light, dodging the crowds, wiping the lens. Sometimes you have to pause, breathe, and simply take it all in before pressing the shutter. The colors intensify as the sun dips lower, the sky ablaze with orange and gold. The falls reflect the fiery sky, creating a scene that feels almost otherworldly. This is the shot, the silhouette of the cliff, the waterfall glowing, the Icelandic coast beyond. It's the kind of moment photographers dream about, and it's even better in person. It's a moment of pure photographic bliss. You can't help but smile, knowing you've captured something truly special. You have to work for it, getting soaked, navigating slippery rocks, but that's what makes it unforgettable. The challenge is part of the reward, and every step feels like an adventure. As the last light fades, we pack up, drenched but exhilarated. The memory of the falls lingers, the sound of water echoing in our minds as we leave. Seljalandsfoss isn't just a waterfall, it's an experience, a challenge, and the perfect start to our Icelandic adventure. It sets the tone for the journey ahead. Wild, beautiful, and full of wonder. Next up, Jökulsárlón Glacier Lagoon, a landscape so surreal it feels otherworldly. This is one of Iceland's most iconic and mesmerizing locations, where the boundary between reality and fantasy seems to blur. As you approach, the first thing that strikes you is the sheer scale of the lagoon, stretching out before you like a shimmering mirror to the sky. Here, massive icebergs drift in turquoise water, calved from the Jökull Glacier. These ancient chunks of ice, some thousands of years old, break free from the glacier's edge and begin their slow, graceful journey across the lagoon, constantly shifting and changing shape as they melt and collide. The silence is broken only by the gentle lapping of water and the distant crack of ice. It's a place where time seems to slow down, inviting you to pause and simply take in the raw beauty and tranquility that surrounds you. Each iceberg is unique, crystal blue, streaked with volcanic ash, sculpted by time. Some are jagged and angular, others smooth and rounded, each telling a story of volcanic eruptions, glacial movement, and the relentless forces of nature that shape them. Seals play among the ice, adding life and scale to the scene, Watching them glide effortlessly through the frigid water, you're reminded that this is not just a landscape but a thriving ecosystem, full of surprises and moments of wonder. Capturing a seal with the glacier in the background is the ultimate shot, requiring patience and a long lens. You wait quietly, heart pounding, hoping for that perfect alignment of wildlife and landscape, knowing that these fleeting moments are what make photography here so rewarding. The light here is ever-changing. On sunny days the ice sparkles, on cloudy days, the blues deepen. Every shift in weather brings a new mood, transforming the lagoon from a dazzling, crystalline wonderland to a moody, mysterious expanse of deep blues and silvery grays. Across the road is Diamond Beach, where icebergs wash ashore on black sand, nature's art installation. The contrast between the luminous ice and the volcanic sand is striking, creating a scene that feels almost sculpted by an artist's hand. I'm shooting low with a wide lens, using the sand's patterns as leading lines to the ice and waves. The interplay of textures and shapes makes every composition unique, and the challenge is to capture the fleeting beauty before the tide reclaims the ice. Long exposures blur the waves, making the icebergs look like they're floating in a dream. The movement of water around the ice creates ethereal, painterly images that capture the magic and mystery of this place. The cold and wind are intense, but the pursuit of the shot makes you forget discomfort. Each gust of wind and icy spray is a reminder of the wildness of Iceland, and the sense of adventure that comes with photographing in such a raw environment. Back at the lagoon, I spot seals and switch to a telephoto, waiting for the perfect moment. Sometimes it's just a glance or a playful dive, but those small interactions bring the landscape to life in a way that's unforgettable. As the sun sets, the lagoon transforms, soft pastels reflecting on calm water, the entire scene glows with a gentle light, and the icebergs seem to float between worlds, suspended in the golden hour. Every hour brings new photographic opportunities, the icebergs shift, the light evolves, and no two moments are ever the same. It's a place that rewards patience and curiosity, where every visit feels like a new discovery. Leaving Jökulsarlón feels like waking from a dream. These images are more than photos. They're pieces of an unforgettable experience. The memories linger long after you've left, calling you back to this magical place where ice, water, and light come together in perfect harmony. Now, we head to Vestrahorn, ancient, dramatic, and moody. These jagged peaks rise from a black sand beach, creating a silhouette that's instantly iconic. The dunes, topped with green grass, make for incredible foregrounds and leading lines. Overcast skies and wind add to the drama, making the colors pop and the mood intense. I'm exploring the dunes, using a wide lens to exaggerate the scale and capture the glistening black sand. High tide brings mirror-like reflections of the mountains. Timing is everything for that perfect shot. The wind whips the grass, so I use a slower shutter to capture motion against the static peaks. There's a sense of isolation here, standing small against the vast landscape. I switch between wide and telephoto lenses, finding both grand vistas and intimate details. As the tide recedes, intricate sand patterns emerge, unique, fleeting foregrounds. Vestrahorn challenges you creatively and technically, demanding patience and respect. The images are dark, moody, and full of raw emotion, a stark contrast to the other locations. This is the wild heart of Iceland, unforgettable and humbling. Next, Skogafoss, a giant classic Icelandic waterfall. Its perfect rectangular shape drops 60 meters in a thunderous curtain. Walk up to the base and you're dwarfed by its power, soaked by its spray. On sunny days, rainbows arc through the mist, sometimes even double rainbows. Capturing that rainbow is the iconic Skogafoss shot. I shoot from the riverbed with a wide lens, often including a person for scale. The spray is intense, work fast, wipe often. There's also a staircase to the top, 500 steps for a panoramic view of the river and falls. From above, you can focus on the water's raw power, or the lush landscape below. It's a great spot for drone shots too, if allowed. I wait for sunlight, and when it breaks through, the rainbow appears. Pure magic. Legend says a Viking hid treasure behind the falls. Standing here, it's easy to believe in magic. I experiment with shutter speeds, fast to freeze the chaos, slow for a silky veil. Each angle, each step, offers a new perspective. Skogafoss is a force of nature, powerful, beautiful, and iconic. Our final stop, Kirkjufell, the most photographed mountain in Iceland. Rising dramatically from the landscape, Kirkjufell is instantly recognizable, its silhouette a symbol of Iceland's wild beauty. This mountain has inspired countless artists, photographers, and travelers, each drawn to its almost mystical presence. Its unique, conical shape stands alone, perfectly framed by the sea. The surrounding waters reflect the mountain's form, creating a mirror image that changes with the light and weather. No matter the season, Kirkjufell's profile is striking, sometimes shrouded in mist, sometimes glowing in the golden hour. The classic shot pairs Kirkjufellsfoss Waterfall in the foreground with the mountain behind, a harmony of elements. The rushing water leads your eye toward the peak, and in winter the falls freeze into delicate icicles, adding another layer of magic to the scene. It's a composition that feels almost too perfect to be real. We've saved this for last, hoping for a clear night to capture the northern lights. The anticipation builds as the sky darkens, and the stars begin to appear one by one. There's a sense of quiet excitement in the air, as if the mountain itself is waiting for the show to begin. As dusk falls, we set up our composition, dial in settings, and wait. The cold bites at our fingers, but adrenaline keeps us focused. Every detail matters: framing, focus, exposure, because this is a moment we may only get once. Aurora photography is a waiting game, cold, dark, and full of anticipation. Hours can pass in silence, broken only by the crunch of snow underfoot or the click of a camera shutter. The world feels hushed, as if holding its breath. Suddenly a faint green glow appears, then grows into a band of light rippling across the sky. The first glimpse is subtle, almost dreamlike, but soon the aurora intensifies, swirling and shifting in unpredictable patterns. It's awe-inspiring. Your heart pounds as the aurora dances above Kirkjufell. The colors seem to move in time with your breath, painting the night with vibrant greens, pinks, and purples. For a few minutes the world feels transformed, as if you've stepped into another realm. Photographing the aurora is a technical challenge. Tripod, wide lens, fast aperture, high ISO, and long exposures. Each shot is a careful balance of light and movement, requiring patience and precision. You check your images, adjust your settings, and try again, chasing the perfect frame. The colors shift, green, pink, purple, illuminating the mountain and waterfall. The landscape glows with an otherworldly light, and every second brings a new composition, a new burst of color to capture. I try different compositions, but remind myself to pause and just watch the spectacle. Sometimes the best memories aren't the ones you capture on camera, but the ones you hold in your heart. It's a spiritual experience, feeling small, connected to the universe. Standing beneath the aurora, you realize how vast and mysterious our world truly is, and how lucky you are to witness such a phenomenon. The light show ebbs and flows, each moment unique and fleeting. Time seems to slow down, and you find yourself wishing the night would never end. As dawn approaches, the aurora fades and we pack up, exhausted but elated. The sky brightens, revealing the mountain once more, now touched by the first light of day. The images are proof we witnessed magic, a perfect end to our Icelandic journey. Kirkjufell, with its timeless beauty and the unforgettable dance of the aurora, will stay with us long after we leave this place. That's a wrap on our Iceland adventure. This land gets into your soul, challenging, inspiring, unforgettable. From waterfalls to auroras, every moment has been a gift. I hope you felt the wonder and are inspired to seek your own adventures. If you enjoyed this journey, consider subscribing and joining me for more. Thank you for watching and supporting these stories. Until next time, stay curious, keep creating, and never stop exploring.